Before I start this video, I want to give a shout out to Deanna. She got me this really cute cup. It says easily distracted by books, and I feel like it's so fitting for this video. Welcome to today's video. It is going to be my top 10 clean romance books, and these are my recommendations and just the books that I love. This thing keeps distracting me. I've taken it down. I don't know why it was distracting me, but it was. This is not necessarily in order, but I'm going to go from like some of my least favorites to my favorites, but they're not my least favorites, okay? I still love them. Yes, I have the first book. A lot of times I lend out my books or I read them from the library, so I don't have them, but I have this book, so let's talk about it. The first book I'm going to be talking about is Love Lily by Belinda Mary. This is a very cute book. It is best friend's brother, childhood friends to lovers. The girl in this book is named Lily, obviously, because it's literally called Love Lily. And then the guy's name is Oliver. It goes through their little journey. And so she's kind of starting up like a baking business, and she's got like social media page and everything. He's like helping her out. He's like very smart. He's like analytical and he's like a business guy. So he knows what he's doing. So it goes through their romance. And it's a very, very cute book. Very lighthearted, very sweet. I would highly recommend this book, especially if you love childhood friends to lovers. And I think it also might have a little bit of fake dating from what I can remember. I'll look it up, and if it has it, then I'll put like on the thing it does have fake dating. The next book I'm going to be talking about is From Lemnos with Love, and this book is by Naomi Swan. Set in Greece. Guys, if you know anything about me, I want to go to Greece so bad. Like, that's the #1 vacation spot that I want to go to. This was like the perfect book. So it's very summery. It's also like a grumpy sunshine type book, and it's definitely got fake dating in it. Basically, the premise of the book is that the guy, what's his name? Nico. He needs a date to his brother's wedding. He asks Elia, and so they go and they have to fake date and pretend that they're in a relationship and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, very, very cute book. I love the summer vibes of this book, and I love that it's set in Greece, which not many books are set in Greece. I love Nico. He's a sweetheart. Next book is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I love Sarah Adams. Her books are really cute. This is a really cute book. It is the second book in the series When in Rome. It's the celebrity's bodyguard, so his name is Will. And then it is the pie shop owner of the first book's sister, Annie. It goes through their romance and how she is a flower shop owner, and so she needs to like, I guess, practice like dating because she's really bad at it. And so he's like, okay, I'll give you pointers and everything. And he's like cute too because he loves her, but he doesn't necessarily like show it too much in the beginning because he's trying to be like professional and stuff, and there's a lot of tension, and the guy has tattoos. So all right, next book is going to be When in Rome, which is the first book in that series, and that one follows Amelia, who is a celebrity and she's a pop star, and Noah, who is a pie shop owner. Both of these two books take place in a small town. It's a very like cozy book series, and there's a lot of like family, and if you like Gilmore Girls, this is the type of book that you would love. She's trying to get away from her celebrity life, and so she's taking a trip to Rome, Kentucky, and her car ends up breaking down, so she's has to stay at Noah's house, and she gets to meet the people that are in the town, and she ends up falling in love with the town and with obviously Noah. And this is a grumpy sunshine trope. She is the sunshine, he is the grump, but he's very, very sweet and caring, even though he tries to be a grump. And I just love this book. This is one of my like favorite books when I first started reading, so this book holds a special place in my heart. Alrighty, number 6 is going to be The Summer Broken Rules by K.L. Walther, I think it is. It's a super, super cute romance book that is set in summer. I think they're around almost college age. I think they're seniors in high school. It takes place during the summertime. They're at Martha's Vineyard, and they have like a house there, right? And so 2 people are getting married. Meredith is part of the Fox family, and then there's Whit. It's such a random name. His name is actually something else, but I can't recall it. He is part of the groom side, And so they have this big assassin game, which is like a water gun, like shoot off with their whole family. And so each of them get like names. And so throughout the entirety of the book, they're like trying to win this assassin game. Well, mainly Meredith's trying to win for her sister, because her sister, this is like not necessarily a spoiler because they kind of mentioned this in the beginning of the book, but her sister passed away. And so I think you learn about like what kind of happens in the book, so I won't like go over the details. But anyways, her sister passes away, and so she's trying to like do this assassin game because she was always the best at this, her sister. And so Meredith is trying to, win this assassin game so that she can honor her sister in a sense. And so they go through the entirety of the book trying to do this assassin game with their family. Like, I want to reread this book because it's just that cute. It's got some like darker parts in the book because of her sister passing away. She kind of has to like go through that as well, but it's really, really cute, guys. I would highly recommend this book. Please read this, especially if you want just a summer book that's just gonna make you feel really happy. That's the type of book that I would recommend. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. So I'll see you in a little bit. And 3, 2, 1. We're back. Welcome back. The fifth book that I would recommend for clean romance books is Absolutely Not in Love by Jenny Proctor. The two main characters are Gracie and Felix, and Felix is literally the best book boyfriend ever. He loves, let me just go back on my review. He loves books, classical music, and hockey. Can we like get a better man? No, we can't. Premise of this book is that Gracie is not for the hockey because her brother was really in the hockey light and she was just not all about it. And so Felix is at a disadvantage with this girl, but he has liked her since she moved into the apartment that is next to him. And so he really likes her. And so he's trying to eventually woo her and get her to date him, basically. And so he is such a sweet guy. She is a music teacher, and she also performs for the symphony for the small town that they're in. I think it's called Harvest Hollow. All of these books take place, the Sweater Weather series, which this one's a part of, takes place in the small town of Harvest Hollow, and all the characters, a lot of them are hockey players, but they are all in this small town, and it's a very cute fall read. And so basically it's their romance. I loved Felix in this book. He was my favorite ever. He was literally like perfect. I just couldn't speak more highly about Felix. I loved him. So Better Than the Movies is the next book. It's by Lynn Painter. And this book is all over the book community. So you've probably heard about it before. Two main characters are Wes and Liz. And this is a very cute book. It is an enemies, put it in quotes, to lovers. She just doesn't like him, but it's rightfully so because he is a guy who likes to play a lot of pranks on Liz, and they have their little feud. They end up obviously falling in love like any other book. It's more of a rom-com type book, and it's got a lot of movie references, which is very fun. It takes place in high school. It's not super YA, like yes, it takes place in high school, but it doesn't feel like corny or anything, so it could be read at any age, and it's just a really cute book, and obviously a ton of people love it. So third book that I want to recommend is called Give Me a Sign, and this is by Anna Sortino. Guys, this book is one of my favorite reads ever. I read this during, National Book Reading Day or National Book Day or something. I don't remember the names of the characters. I just remember loving it. Lila is the girl's name, and the guy's name is... Oh, it's Isaac. Okay. His name's Isaac. Anyways, okay, so this is a super, super cute book, guys. I'll give you the rundown of this book. She is hard of hearing, and then he is deaf. This is the first book that I read that had deaf representation, and wow, I loved it so much. She used to go to this camp, and it was for the disabled community. So it'd be like people with disabilities and then people in the deaf community. She used to go, and then the camp is like kind of like shutting down or something, I think, something along the lines of that. So she goes there to help during the summertime, and so she meets Isaac, obviously, and he is a camp counselor. I believe she's a camp counselor as well, but this is like her first year doing it. So she has like her kids and everything, and so she's like learning the ropes of how to be a camp counselor and all that kind of jazz, and learning how to, you know, run the camp with, you know, him and the other camp counselors that are there. There's even like a heartbreaking scene in the book when like the main conflict is like kind of going on. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it just really gives you a new perspective about the community and what their struggles are. And like, she's just like trying to fit into the world that she's in. And it's difficult because she doesn't feel like she fits in because she's not 100% deaf and she's not 100% hearing. So she's just kind of navigating life. So it's like a coming of age, cute romance, summer book. Guys, please, if you take nothing from this video, please read this book. I love this book. And the author, I'm pretty sure, is pretty new. So, like, support her. I love her. She's great. I want to read other books by her, but I don't think she has many, if any, other books out. Next book. You got a little sneak peek. Second to last book, guys. This is like one of my top reads. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This book is a fantasy book, so it's a little bit different than the other romance books that I've recommended, because all those are just like contemporary, modern day romance books. But this one is a fantasy romance book. And so basically, if you enjoy the Hunger Games, if you read the Shatter Me series, and if you like Divergent, this is the book that brings all of those together. I love this book. Not only is it cute on the outside, but look at the pages on the inside. First of all, love. Second of all, love. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so this book follows Kai, and it follows Peyton. So Peyton is a girl who does not have any powers, and this is a society where if you don't have powers, then you are an ordinary and you could be killed, because that's just the way that it is. Kai, he is the enforcer, is his title, and so he is kind of second in command. His brother is the prince. Well, I guess they're both princes, but anyways, so his brother is going to be the king, coming soon. His father's the king at the moment, and so he hates the ordinaries because supposedly they dim the power of the powerful people. Kai's abilities are that he can use anyone's powers if they're in a certain vicinity. He's very, very talented, and there is so much tension in this book. It is so good. I love the characters. I love the plot. It's a pretty big book, not gonna lie, so it's probably not good for first-time readers. However, if you like the three things, Divergent, Hunger Games, or even the Shatter Me series, you would love this book. And so they have like Hunger Games type vibes, which are called the trials. And so Peyton is picked for the trials and she has to compete, and so does Kai. And so it's kind of a death game where they have to, you know, outlive the other people, and they're faced with all these challenges. And it's just, guys, this is a good book. Please read it. It's an enemies to lovers. So if you're an enemies to lovers, and it's a slow burn, if that's your vibe, guys, this is your book. I'm telling you, please read it. It's so good. My final book that I'm going to be talking about is called My Phony Valentine by Courtney Walsh. Guys, this book I love so much. I love it. Like, it's literally like my comfort. It's one of my favorite books ever. This book follows Poppy Hart, who is a restaurant owner, and Dallas Burke, who is a hockey player. And so Dallas is like the bad boy hockey player, and then Poppy is just trying to, you know, survive her business and her restaurant, trying to get that up and running and doing good. And so it takes place in a small town. There's also a second book to this series, which is called My Lucky Charm, which is not on the list, but this is also a really cute book. And this follows Grayson and Eloise. And Eloise is the sister of Poppy. But anyways, you can read this one as well. Super, super cute read. Fake dating, and they have to, fake date and whatnot to improve his reputation and to help her business. So yeah, it's just a really cute book, and every single time that I opened up that book, I'm telling you, I was just smiling and so happy. It's set in like Valentine's Day time, and so like the town go all out for Valentine's Day, so it's really cute. And they've got a One Direction reference of Kiss You, so if you know that song and you love that song and you love One Direction, you'll love this book. It's so lighthearted. If you just want a happy book that you're just gonna love so much, that's the kind of book that you're gonna love. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Guys, I just love my romance books, and so I'm such a nerd for good romance books, you know what I mean? Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully I'll do some more book videos. This is what I really love to do, because I just like love watching people talk about books and finding new books that I can read. I hope you guys enjoyed my recommendations. I hope you read them, and if you do read them, or if you have read them before, comment down below and let me know. Anyways, love you guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Love you. Bye.